Hey ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. As always, it is Nick here, back with your daily crypto news and analysis. And today we are going to be talking about Ripple and XRP, as well as the vast majority of crypto and finance. And there seems to be a growing topic over on Twitter, and it is a FUD campaign towards Ripple and XRP holders. Basically, people are challenging what Judge Torres has decided. They're saying that the SEC is going to come back and appeal, and this case is going to drag on even longer, and this is a celebration of nothing. I mean, I've been seeing so much around this, and it's crazy to me. It's absolutely crazy to me. So let's first off dive into what John E. Deaton is saying. So since Thursday, when the Ripple XRP decision by Judge Torres was released, we've witnessed a heightened level of confirmation bias from many people analyzing the Torres decision, including very smart and experienced lawyers. Those who practically guaranteed a complete SEC victory, i.e. the SEC has never lost a crypto case and XRP is clearly a security crowd, are now predicting Torres will get overturned / reversed by the Second Circuit. It can't be that they simply got it wrong, right? On the other hand, however, some of those cheering and celebrating the Torres decision, including very smart and experienced lawyers, are describing the decision as appeal-proof. An appellate decision on this case is 2-3 years away. Remember, there's a trial scheduled to take place before the appeal. The level of the land until then is the Torres decision. Despite an appellate decision being 2 to 3 years away, it is certainly a hot topic. Which side is right? Crypto Law US will tackle this issue head on during Tuesday's live stream, so definitely go check that out over on Crypto Law US on Tuesday. Confirmation bias is a real thing. That's why I will have a very special guest helping me provide an objective analysis of the Torres decision and its likelihood to survive appellate scrutiny. So yeah, I mean, listen, I'm not a lawyer. I don't have a law degree, so more so I will leave this to the lawyers out there. But in my opinion, it seems as though there's a calculated amount of it's FUD. It's like a FUD campaign. I mean, listen, this is going to be for 2 to 3 years, right? We're going to have the law of the land for 2 to 3 years based on this decision. So why not celebrate it, right? Why not celebrate this? This is big. It's huge, right? But again, we still have a lot of these, even news platforms like Cointelegraph. XRP gains momentum as Ripple secures partial win in SEC case, becoming the 4th largest cryptocurrency by market cap, price source 98% post rolling. A partial win? Brad Garlinghouse described this as, we won, they lost. And of course, he's responding back to another FUD clown, Charles Gasparino. You guys probably already know that this is an individual that is a Fox anchor, yet he's literally spreading like scams. This is a scam account. And he's saying, Ripple keeps reminding me XRP and Ripple are not connected in any way. I guess that ship definitely sailed. Sad, huh? Literally quoting a scam on Twitter. So again, like a lot of these people that are coming out of the woodwork, or they're talking about this case, most of them don't even understand anything about this case. They're just grasping at straws at this point. And over here, so Crypto Airy recently interviewed an attorney, Alex Damsker. Now listen, again, I'm not a lawyer. As we look at a lot of these individuals that are coming out and saying like, hey, this is not a big win. It's going to get overturned, because that's what this is. The rolling is going to get overturned. It's likely. This is a Bitcoin maxi. Here's a Bitcoin logo right in the header. And remember, right, like even Blockchain Backer, they recently had a space. Hey, Ari, thanks for doing this. If you recall, we had a Twitter space a few days ago, and in there, a securities lawyer jumped in. He had the same type of view as her. But what was interesting is that he has Bitcoiner in the title of Twitter profile. I just checked the Twitter profile for Alexandra Damsker, and she as well has a giant Bitcoin logo on her header. Seems to be a consistent view from people who are all in Bitcoin. And yeah, why wouldn't they hate this, right? Go back in time. XRP was so close to flipping Bitcoin back in 2017 and 2018. And remember, right, like there's times in the past that XRP actually did flip Bitcoin for mere seconds or even minutes. I want you guys to understand that these people are terrified terrified of Bitcoin losing the #1 spot, because once they do, well, what kind of value does Bitcoin really have within crypto? I mean, yes, I've talked about it many times in the past. As you look at Bitcoin today, you have maxis that believed in the original viewpoint of Bitcoin. Now they are celebrating BlackRock jumping in on the Bitcoin train. I mean, listen, it makes no sense. It makes no sense. When we look at Bitcoin, what type of utility does Bitcoin really have? So as we look at Bitcoin, yeah, there's a lot of speculation on the value tied to Bitcoin, but it seems as though a lot of Bitcoin maxis are coming out of the woodwork and they're hating on this decision. They're hating on what XRP could essentially achieve. Even today, right? Like at the time that I'm recording this video, XRP is close to flipping Ethereum in 24-hour volume. And a lot of people have been saying like, okay, like what about price? We want to see it flip Ethereum in price. I also believe that that's going to be a day that happens. And I'll talk to you guys about that here in a second. But we do see from Financial Services GOP, this is the Financial Committee, more so Congress, right? Chairman Patrick McHenry and Congressman GT issue a statement regarding the court ruling in SEC versus Ripple and the need for legislative clarity in the digital asset ecosystem to prevent further uncertainty in our financial markets. And honestly, this is what we really need, right? We really need this. The thing is that when are we going to get it? We have no idea. Could it be 2 years away? Sure, it could be. Could it be 3 years? Yeah, sure. But we do see that this decision underscores the need for Congress to provide clear rules of the road for the digital asset ecosystem. It's misguided to think otherwise. The ruling gives large institutional investors greater protections than everyday Americans. Outcomes like this are what happens when regulators force courts to make policy instead of Congress. Our comprehensive market structure legislation will give all investors, customers, and market participants the same long-standing protections found in traditional financial markets. The decision also recognizes what Republicans have said all along. There's a limit to the SEC's reach. According to the court, digital assets may not be inherently securities, but can be offered as part of an investment contract in certain circumstances, which our legislation acknowledges. Gary Gensler's SEC cannot continue to pursue its regulation by enforcement approach, which only harms investors and creates uncertainty. Our digital asset market structure bill is essential to filling the regulatory gaps highlighted in this decision. We remain committed to ensuring all Americans have robust protections in the digital asset marketplace. We look forward to advancing this legislation out of our respective committees this month. So yeah, I mean, like, this is great, but the problem is like, how long is it going to take until this does, get put in place? It could be streamlined, right? But we have no idea when this is going to come to fruition around crypto. But I will say, yeah, I do think that we still need proper regulations. I think that this decision around XRP is great. I think that's incredible. And I don't think that everyone should be looking at this decision as, oh yeah, it's probably going to get appealed. It's probably going to get overturned. No, like, we're still, just like Johnny Dean is saying, we're still 2 to 3 years away from that. So for right now, the law of the land is that, hey, XRP is cleared. XRP is a currency. You can't argue that. And I think that's going to be very hard. I think that it's going to be very challenging for the SEC to appeal this. Maybe I'm wrong, but definitely stay tuned to the Tuesday live stream from Crypto Law US. I think that there's going to be a lot of valuable information tied into that. Now, also, Moon Lambo. We do see him responding back to Eric Voorhees over on Twitter, and we do see Eric, like, what the hell, man? I'm definitely championing XRP as an asset, as are millions of other humans. Literally. The first time I ever bought XRP was in 2017, and I used your exchange. I've enjoyed your elegant takes and incredible debates over the years. Not mad, disappointed. And here we have from Eric Voorhees. He's responding back to a few tweets. They're talking about how crypto has reduced itself to, basically applauding this win from Ripple. They're even saying that it's so useless. Again, these are Bitcoin maxis. Like, these are legit Bitcoin maxis talking about this. And we do see not just crypto, but Bitcoin too, begging to be another game at the Wall Street casino, willingly taking the bit of BlackRock. It's all Bitcoin just as far as the eye can see. And here we have Eric responding. Nobody is championing XRP as an asset or Ripple as a company. We are, however, championing a legal victory against the SEC over an important issue that affects the whole industry, whether and under what circumstances digital assets constitute investment contracts and thus securities. And honestly, I think everyone is celebrating this win. Listen, I don't care if you are an XRP holder or not. Like, this is a huge win for the entire crypto space. And I think that what Ripple has done, listen, Ripple could have very well have said, yeah, we'll take the settlement. They could have done that. They had the choice to settle back in 2020. But guess what? They didn't. They fought for the entire industry. That is something that should not get overlooked. You can call Ripple, you can call XRP whatever you want. I am not overlooking the idea that Ripple as a company fought for this entire space. They spent $200 million fighting for the space. Yeah, I'm definitely celebrating this, and I think that, you know, everyone, I mean, maybe I'm wrong, but myself included, I'm looking at XRP and I'm championing XRP as an asset. This is huge. And I'm respecting what Ripple has done for us as well. Now, like I said, Eric Voorhees, he's a Bitcoin maxi as well, but it's very interesting that all of these people are coming out of the woodwork and saying these things now. It's like, it's wild to me, but also it's right on par with what I've said, right? Like these are people that are fearful of what's coming. Shout out to Crypto Assets Guy over on Twitter, but we do see, call me crazy, but I believe XRP will surpass both Ethereum and Bitcoin market cap. Yes, I believe XRP will be the #1 cryptocurrency. It will occur sooner than we all think. Everything is aligned for this to occur. What a time to be a holder. What a time to be alive. Enjoy the show. And listen, whether or not you believe this or not, it's totally fine. We know what happened back in 2017, 2018, where there was practically no substance. It was all speculation that moved XRP. Today, more than ever, we have a ton of substance. There's so much happening here. We have XRP being plastered all over mainstream media. We see the articles coming out everywhere. We see everyone talking about Ripple and XRP. Social engagements up massively. I mean, XRP as an asset today has a lot more potential than XRP did back in 2017 and 2018. And we know what it did back then. So to me personally, like, listen, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to happen next week. But I do believe that there is going to be a future where XRP is the #1 asset in the space. I think that it is a possibility that can happen. I also believe that XRP will flip Ethereum one day. In fact, we already flipped Ethereum's 24-hour trading volume. The next is, you know, flipping it in terms of market cap. I think that's very exciting, right? I think that all of the decisions that we've seen in the last couple days and even weeks around crypto and this case and everything happening, it's been so exciting. And listen, I've been connecting the dots with a lot of the coincidences happening right around the same time as this case. Let it be known that, you know, as we look at this space today, there's a lot of undervalued tokens in the space, XRP included, right? The future in which institutions are jumping on this space and utilizing some of these assets and really kind of channeling them for what their utility cases are, I think that day is going to happen. That day, when it does happen as well, Bitcoin won't be the #1 asset in the space. Because again, what are you going to utilize Bitcoin for? You have Bitcoin maxi still saying, oh, store of value. Store of value doesn't get you that far. Utility does. A utility-driven market is happening. It's coming. We might still be months or years away. But when it happens, I want you guys to understand that these Bitcoin maxis, these Ethereum maxis, they are all in for a big surprise. And the surprise is that financial use cases aren't built on networks that are charging you $30 to $300 in gas fees. They're not built on networks that need to utilize a layer 2 network that is extremely vulnerable. They're going to utilize assets that can move and settle anything of value in seconds and unlock trapped capital. You can't do that with Bitcoin and Ethereum. So with that being said, I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you guys did, definitely leave a like, subscribe, to notifications on. If you guys want more free content, you guys are more than welcome to follow me on Twitter and join the free Discord down in the description below. As always, up to you all. Have a beautiful day or a beautiful night wherever you guys are in this beautiful world. This has been Nick. Peace out, guys.